So we're going to work on our formal response, and I can accept any kind of document. You can write a formal letter, but what I thought might be helpful to know, there are some really good templates in here. If you go into your Word application, go new, it'll come up with this, and then you can search templates here. So type in travel itinerary. It will come up with this as an option. There could be other options on there, but I chose this one. So you hit create and it opens up a new blank document for you. Now remember, the brief does say to include your logo, so you can replace this logo with your own. I'm just going to delete that, insert picture from this device. I saved my logo in pictures on my PC. I'm going to insert it, and that will do me fine. Now this is all fully editable. If you look down, this is actually a table, so it's really helpful to give us some ideas of what we should be including in our formal response to the query we were given. So we can remove some of it, obviously, but it's a nice way to get started if you're kind of drawing a blank. I have an example of a travel department itinerary, and this will give you an example of what is really used out there. So it will have flight information. This is obviously a confirmed booking. This is what they've given to the customer after they've booked, but it will help you to formulate what you're going to be writing in your formal response. So you can have a section for flight details, give them some options of what they would like to book. Then the accommodation that would match what they suggested. So my couple wanted near Grafton Street. Then there's a tour itinerary. Here's where you could include your 2-day or your 2 trips that you included in your brochure as a way of upselling or making a bit more money than just booking their flight and accommodation. You can just also add a bit of extra cash to your bottom line by upselling a trip. Then they have little helpful hints and tips, making the most of your holiday, essential information, Italy. They talk about tipping, they talk about vaccinations, passport rules and visas. This is all required by law that you include in your responses to customers. So then it's signed off with the travel department's contact information, and it also has local emergency contact number for while this customer is in Italy. So there's just an example of something. Taking inspiration from that travel department itinerary, I'm going to write my formal response here on this nice document template that I found in Word, and I will let you know how I get on. So I've just written the title there, Inquiry Response for Dublin Trip. In response to your inquiry, I have some options for you to decide upon. We're delighted that you chose Liberty's Travel for your trip. Looking forward to confirming all the details with you soon. Kind regards, Julianne. I suppose I should have my full name there because it's a formal response. Okay, so personal information. We've got Mary and John Smith. I didn't take the home address information. So what I'm going to do is highlight just all these things because I don't need to put that information in. Press delete. I say delete rows, and then they all disappear. Home fax, home email, birthday, passport number. I'm going to delete. I'm going to delete that as well. Just the response to the query form that we set up is all the information we want to try to respond to. So I'm just going to put the passport details in from the form response. Just copy and paste it in. Just going to copy and paste it in to my document. There we go. So it shows that we are transferring the information accurately. I can remove it completely. So clicking on the little square, which is above the table, allows you to select the whole table, see there, and then say delete. Delete rows, that deletes that. Delete on the keyboard. We didn't collect any emergency or medical information, so click on the table till the box appears, click on the box and press delete, delete rows. Click on that and get rid of it. Bring that up. Just pressing delete on my keyboard. Right, airline information. So here's where you can put in some suggested flights for them. Okay, I've decided to make it easier for myself. I'm going to just do 3 flights, so I'll get rid of this column. So it's a table. So when you hover over the top of the table, you see this black arrow appears. Click to highlight the whole column. Say delete and say delete column, and then it just gets rid of it completely. So here's my airline flight options. I changed the heading. I've just added in fake information. I've used the real airport codes, LHR for London Heathrow and Stansted for STN for London Stansted. They're flying from London to Dublin, and arrival times are about an hour and a bit after departure time. Just made all this up. Flight numbers made up as well. So I realized I wanted to add a price row. So I literally hover beside the rows until the plus appears. Click on the plus, and then that allows me to type in the next row information. Remember, I've put the brief summary in your Moodle page. So this is what we need to make sure is in our response. So brief description of the resort, possible flight times, accommodation facilities and rooms available, weather outlook for their chosen time of year, sightseeing ideas and activities. You might already have this done from your brochure. Passport, visa information, travel insurance information, and any other information you deem important. So they're going to be my guide for these sections here. In the hotel section, I've just changed it. Hotel options. All hotels listed below are available on your travel dates options. So I've done an selection of 5, 4, and 3-star hotel. I've done the website and the key location just to show them I was listening to them. And then I'm going to add another column for price. So for their full stay, I'm going to put the price in here. Again, just making it up. So you can see there I've added the prices, just putting the 5 stars most expensive and the Clarendon as the least expensive. Now I would be inclined to add a little description of each of those hotels underneath, and also explain what the pricing includes underneath. So I'm literally lifting the text from each of the websites. The Clarendon is my last one. I've copied it from their website here, and I'm going to paste it into my document here. And I'm just going to right click and remember choosing text only, and that way it doesn't carry over the HTML from the website. Just going to remove the bold. So it's as easy as that, literally lifting it from each website for each of the hotel descriptions. Okay, just going back to the brief, it says here accommodation facilities and rooms available. So because of that, I've added another line here. So pricing and inclusions. Pricing includes bed and breakfast for your entire stay. Rooms offered at this price are a choice of double or twin rooms en suite. Upgrading of rooms will affect pricing. We are happy to explore more options upon request. Okay, for the weather, I am going to just do a snip of the Google search I've done. So snipping tool, new. I'm just going to cut this or snip this and let them know what the average rainfall and temperature is for Dublin in July. So I've just pasted that in. So please follow. Okay, for my activities, I just lifted it from the brochure, or you can just make up new ones. Again, copied and pasted from the websites. So as you can see here, I just did a quick intro. We're delighted to offer our customers a choice of many day trips and sightseeing activities. Please ask us if there are any particular areas or landmarks you're interested in. We'd be happy to create an itinerary for you. Please see some suggestions of the type of day trip we can offer you for a small additional charge to your holiday. I've Guinness Storehouse and shopping on Grafton Street, €60 per person. Visit the 2 most popular tourist destinations in Ireland and be chauffeured from hotel to venue without worry. So you want to try and use some language that gives them the real incentive to try and book this with us. Then I've done the times, the schedule of events or the timeline. And then the second option is dinner and a show at Johnny Fox's. Again, just lifted this from the website and did some suggested timeline there. So there's another idea. And that would cover the sightseeing idea and activities that is listed on the brief. Okay, so I'm going to just finish up by checking what the brief has asked me to do. So I need to have a brief description of the resort I've chosen. So I'm actually going to describe Dublin for this bit here. I've copied and pasted something from a tourism website and added in my bit at the end. We've designed a great holiday for you that meets all your needs from our conversation, and we hope you enjoy all that Dublin has to offer, from its fabulous Guinness to its traditional Irish dancing. Who knows, you may even get up and have a go at dancing yourselves. So that's that bit done. Possible flight times, that is check, done that there. Then accommodation and rooms available. So I've given options of a 5, 4 and 3-star hotel with their prices and the website, a brief description of the hotels and the pricing and inclusions, describing the rooms and what would be included in the pricing. Weather outlook for their chosen time of year. So the next section is weather outlook for July in Dublin, copied and pasted from a snip from Google. Sightseeing area or idea activities if requested. So I do want this included. Just take the 2 ideas you took from your brochure, copy and paste them in, or you can rewrite it again. So I've done the Guinness Storehouse and Johnny Fox's. Then the important information, it will cover my passport, visa, travel insurance, and any other information that I deem important. So I've just taken the information from the travel itinerary from the travel department. So the insurance information, Liberty Travel requires that all customers hold a valid travel insurance policy. Again, you are happy, I'm happy for you to use this in your assignment, and I'm going to give you a copy of this document on Moodle so that you can be inspired by it. I'm happy for you to use the wording from this, because this is all real life wording, which is really helpful for you. And then that is it. That is your assignment done. That took me about 2 hours maybe to do. So this isn't due until I think it's the 3rd week of November. So happy to give you all that time to get it done and enjoy doing it. It's really great experience. And it's a really good real world example of responding to a customer's query in a very formal and professional way.